Hi, everybody. Good morning to y'all. Whew, what a gloomy start to the day. So just to let you all know, the National Weather Service plans on conducting a survey in Madison County for the storms last night. They'll make a deduction, come to what they think happened last night, whether it was straight line winds, microburst, tornado. There was like no thunder, no lightning. It was literally rainfall, the rotation is all it was. But still caused a little bit of damage. There was a picture came in, I think, from the Arsenal. But yeah, we'll get that covered. 14 tornadoes last Tuesday, May 20th. One on Saturday in Jackson County. And then whatever happened last night. This is enough, right? Week of just rain and storms and severe weather. And I'm happy to say today won't be so bad. It's not going to be great. It's not going to be sunny all day. No. But there'll be less rain today, which is good. It's only temporary, though. More rain comes back tomorrow and Friday. But the weekend looks good. Hey, Corey, thanks for coming on and saying hi. I appreciate that. I'm going to take the graphics full so you can see everything. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm going to fix it. Don't worry, I got it. There we go. Forgot to hit CTV1. Oh, baby steps for me with technology. Decatur, I see a little sunshine. I spy a little sun right there. Look at that. It's not much. A lot of clouds. But you can see a little sunshine. In the Shoals, I actually saw blue sky for a moment a little while ago. Not now, though. Just clouds. Temperature in the Shoals not reporting, but I would imagine probably about mid-70s for you right now. It's really humid, everybody, too. The dew points are up in the 60s. The fog issues that we had, lots of red and orange on this graphic. When I was on air this morning filling in for Mr. Eric Burke, there was zeros and ones and twos. We've come a long way. Fog, not a problem anymore. And the temperatures, there they are, except for the Shoals not reporting, but I would interplot that as about 73, 75, okay? But we're in the mid-70s and very humid out there. When it comes to rainfall, we had this slug of rain from like Gunnersville to like Fort Payne to Coleman all morning long. It was like this rainfall was on a treadmill, man. It wasn't moving. And there was actually a good solid slug of about 1 to 3 inches, which ties me into Brett's comment that says, holy smokes, Jeff, can I stop building a canoe for the backyard? And you know what, my friend? Enough is enough, right? Like, let's cut back on the rainfall. Like, okay, Mother Nature, this is a lot of rain for May. So much, in fact. Let me tell you what happens when you have a lot of rainfall. There's domino effects in weather, right? So we're at 10.88 inches just for Huntsville. I'm going by just Huntsville now. Not what happened in your backyard, but Huntsville has the airport. 10.88. So we just need one more inch to tie 1.01 to break the all-time wettest May on record. Dates back to early 1900s. So put that in perspective, like 120 years of records, and we could have the wettest May ever. Then the domino effect on that is when you have rain, what do you have? You have clouds, right? If you don't have sunshine, you don't warm the temperatures up, right? So we are way below average for temperature, and we haven't hit 90 degrees in Huntsville yet. That's supposed to happen like in the middle of May. So we could squeeze the rest of this month out without hitting 90 degrees, and our first 90-degree day might not happen until June. So there's so much happening in May with such an active pattern that the usual temperatures aren't there, the rainfall is excessive, and it's just like one thing after another. Then you mix in severe weather on top of it like we've had the last 8 days, and it gets to be a lot, right? So Brent says he's in Decatur. The sun is blaring in my backyard. Yeah, I'll tell you this. That Decatur camera, if I turn it a little bit more to the west, I got a little bit more sunshine with that too. So I know I see your sunshine, and I raise you sunshine on my Decatur camera if I turned the camera the other way and wasn't so lazy. Satellite and radar. See that little spotty shower activity, mainly for areas east of I-65? I had to keep a stray shower in the forecast today, but the overall coverage will be a lot less. Doesn't look like any kind of severe weather today. It looks like just some spotty showers here and there, and that's it. So a little bit of a break from the widespread craziness, right? But in between those showers is actually some breaks in the clouds, like Brett was just saying in Decatur. So therefore, I do think we'll have a little bit of sunshine. Again, not glamorous, but the expectations right now are like here. So like when we get a little sunshine and don't have like a rain fest all day long, and certainly no severe weather, that's like a win-win right now across the Tennessee Valley. You can see off to the west, when I zoom out, you see some rain down towards Texas, okay? There's more rain coming Thursday and Friday. We're not done yet. But that nice little break to our west where you see the little cloud cover filling in Arkansas and stuff, That's that dry day today and dry tonight before the rain comes back tomorrow morning. So it's a break in the action, which is, I'm sure everyone's like, oh, wish it would last for a lot longer. But wait till you see the 10-day forecast because it gets really good. We just got to get to the weekend. So I've kept isolated shower in for now. There could still be one this afternoon, but I'm going to just put mostly and partly cloudy, temperature around 80 degrees, very humid today, not much wind out of the west. And then tonight, the rain comes in way late at night. So if you have evening plans, just a lot of clouds, and then the showers should come back sometime after about 3, 4 a.m. And they'll probably impact your morning commute tomorrow. I'm filling in for Eric Burke again, and I'll be tracking it in the morning for you. And that rainfall in the morning on Thursday will be showery and then turn more into like a thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. Some of the rainfall could be heavy at times. Got to watch out for some gusty winds. And then it will end as some rain showers on Friday by like Friday afternoon, evening. And then once that moves out, the rain's out, the clouds out, the humidity out. And look at that 58 for Friday night. Splendid. Look at that 82 on Saturday with low humidity. It looks good. And you know what's crazy? We can have a nice weekend in the Tennessee Valley because when I switch the graphic to the 10-day, Sunday looks good too. I know there's a little 20% there on Sunday. There's a slight chance of a spot shower in the afternoon. In fact, I'll pull this up so you can see it. So it's very slight chance. I really think most of us are going to stay dry all weekend long, which is just downright crazy, I know. It can happen in the Tennessee Valley. We can actually have a nice weekend. I know. It's crazy. Evelyn, good morning, watching from Coleman. Hi, Evelyn Belmont. Good to see you on. Hope all is well. Hi, Dixie. Always a pleasure. Zach in Hartselle says the sun is shining as well. I almost just tripped up on that and said a really bad word. Yes, sun is shining. Good. I'm glad. That validates the Jeff Desnoyers forecast this morning, which makes me happy. Kaylee says, I got sun in Albertville. Good for you, Kaylee. I'm very happy about that. See, this little sunshine goes a long way to pick up your spirits, right? Everybody's so happy about that. Let me see. Christy says, good morning from Decatur. Good morning to you, Christy. Thank you for saying hi. Shane says the fog was crazy this morning. It was. Like areas that had the fog, you got to remember the ground is so saturated. We've had rain. I mean, we're building canoes in our backyard, right? So all that moisture, you get fog. And that's what we had this morning. Plus the winds were like nearly calm, so there's no mixing of the air. So the fog just continues to, like the fog bank just started to grow. So I came into work, it was like Huntsville. And then by the time I went to air, it was like everyone in the Tennessee Valley, except where it was raining, ironically. But yeah, it was crazy. But that fog, that was reduced visibility. I would bet, I mean, at one point, like Claudia and I were talking off camera, and she said, like when she came into work, she couldn't even see the front of her own vehicle coming into work. I mean, that's pea soup stuff. That's dangerous stuff. That's when you like white knuckle it and you're like, okay, hope nothing jumps out at me. Hope nothing's on the road. It was really, really foggy for parts of the area this morning. Great call right there. Great call. Thank you, Shane. Evelyn says, the sun's out here in Coleman County with a little bit of clouds. That sounds just absolutely perfect, Evelyn. Enjoy. It's nice to have a little sun, right? Good stuff. Hashtag good stuff. Debbie, thank you. Appreciate that. Very kind. Good stuff. Marie's on. She says, good morning, Jeff. Good morning to you, Marie. Samantha from beautiful Pisgah in the house. Good morning to you. Some of those little isolated showers are in your vicinity right now. Don't let them hit. Don't let them get you. Don't let them get you. I'm painfully trying to go back to the radar, everybody. Just bear with me. I'm going to set up shop. I'm going to put a big old Max computer in here. What do you think about that? Yeah. So there you go. Let me pull this up. You see those little tiny little showers right near Scottsboro, and then poof, like a magic wand, they just disappear. That's what I want to see today. I don't want to see much rain today. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. Crazy how much rain we've had this month. I mean, I just talked about Huntsville with 10.88, but I know my good buddy Stan Barbie in Falkville had 10 inches like earlier this week. So like I would imagine local amounts are even higher. And I mean, when you start talking about like a foot of rainfall in the month of May, that's ridiculous. That's just too much rain. We want rain for the gardens, but the plants are drunk by now. They don't even know their names. Like, get a little sunshine and watch your garden take off over the weekend. It's going to be like you can literally will be able to, one, see the grass grow right before your very eyes, and all your plants will probably grow about 7 inches because it's so ridiculously just waiting for sunshine at this point. But it's crazy. Evelyn says, all is good. Finally, no rain on my off days. Good. That's what I want to hear. Off days with no rain. That's always a good thing. It's good. Sarah says, partly sunny here in Huntsville. I like it. She says, I'll take it. Yes. When the expectations are down here, we take what we can get. If it's a little sunshine, that's good, right? I was pretty excited. I mean, I actually had to dust off the sunglasses when I took my break to go home and eat something. And I was like, wow, it's actually sunny enough to wear sunglasses. I didn't know what to do. I was a little confused. I'm not going to lie. I was a little confused. Jill Holland, good to see you. Hope all is well. Shane says like 10 feet. Yeah, it was like 10 feet. Like fog in your face kind of stuff going on this morning. I got you. I know. It was rough. Did you have to drive in Madison, Shane, for that? Like, did you have to go to work this morning? I mean, if you want to add that. Because a couple people I was talking to on Facebook this morning were saying that when they got to work, they said the drive was pretty dicey because of the fog. Probably more of an impact with the fog than the heavy rainfall. But now, and then Paul let me know in Sylvania, he called it a gully washer, which is like my favorite word to ever say about rainfall. And he's like, Jeff, there's a true gully washer taking place right here in Sylvania this morning. And he was right. It was pouring for like 3 hours. So you had the heavy rain for parts of the area. Then you had this dense fog in other parts. And all it comes down to is that there was an impact for the morning commute this morning. But hopefully by the evening commute, not so much. So we'll see what happens. Denise says, please no more tornadoes. Right? 14 last Tuesday. One of them an EFU. I don't know if you all ever heard of that before, but that is a tornado that happens over like a body of water or a reservoir, a lake, a pond, and the National Weather Service can't determine the actual rating of it because it's over water, so they just give it an EFU. It's like unknown, EFU unknown. And then there was EF1s and EF2s, and then there was another one in Jackson County east of Stevenson on Saturday. Enough is enough, right? Yeah, I mean, it's getting crazy. I mean, we know May is always going to have severe weather. It's tough to avoid here, but it's kind of to the point now where it's become just ridiculous. Got to calm this down. Need to calm it down. Elaine says it was bad foggy this morning in DeKalb driving home at midnight and was sprinkling rain. Happy I made it home safely. I'm happy you made it home safely too, Elaine. And you had that fog, but then what was crazy was then you had this like area of rain that moved in around 2 o'clock. I watched it on the radar when I came in. That actually helped clear the fog, but then it just poured. So it was like what's worse? But the fog was bad though, very bad, especially overnight. We've had so much rain. Everything's so saturated. Fog is just going to be how we roll essentially until we clear this air mass out and dry things out. That will happen Friday night. Kaylee says, my garden is swimming right now. Yeah. I have more mushrooms in my garden than I do plants at this point. Like, it's crazy. Like I need to weed the mushrooms. I've never said that before. It's kind of weird, actually. Corey says, my wife, Kirsten, says hi. You say hi to her for me, and hello to you too, Corey. I didn't put 2 and 2 together with the last names. My bad. I should have done that because she's awesome. I love talking to her. She's great. Christine Tinker and beautiful Bryant, always a pleasure to see you because you put little hearts, and I like the little hearts you put on, and I appreciate that. How you doing in Bryant, Christine Tinker? Hope all is well. Hopefully you get a day off from the rain today, right? A lot of rain up in your area in Bryant, too. Some big storms to the north of you last night. Probably could hear them and see the lightning in the distance, I would imagine. But yeah, it's been a very active pattern. Yeah, Jameson, I'm going to say something about that in a moment. Caitlin says, are we finally out of tornado season? Unfortunately, in the Tennessee Valley, we can pretty much have a tornado every month of the year. But as you get into June and especially July, the numbers go down, which is good. So baby steps. Jameson, how do you really feel about us, Jeff? EFU. I know. That's so funny you say that. Because when I told everybody that we had an EFU, I knew, like my face is turning red right now. I knew that people were going to say stuff to me on Messenger, and all these people were writing me back the day I told them about it. And they're like, can you say that on air? I'm like, well, it's a rating of a tornado. It's an EF, not 0, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but it's an EFU. And yeah, I guess when it comes off the tongue quickly, it does sound like I'm telling people bad things, but I love you all. I promise I'd never, ever say that to you. It's all good. Donna Oliver from PC, DO in the house, DO from PC in the house. I got that right eventually. So, but Hey, if we don't have a lot of rain today, good. If we have a spot shower and it hits your house, it's a bummer, of course. Knowing me, when I go home, I really want to mow this afternoon because I feel like if I don't mow, then I'm going to have to wait till the weekend to do it, and that makes me cranky. So I'm going to try to get at least the front yard mowed today. But you know, my dumb luck, I'll have that one shower pop up over my house in Northwest Huntsville, and I'll be like, oh, I don't have to mow. But I need to. I need to get it done. Get her done. All right. 10:47. TVL. Peyton will be on in just a few moments at the top of the hour. She'll have all your lifestyle, food, wardrobe, dresses, things that you want to do to have fun outside of like your work, right? And that's what she does, and she does it really well. And she's on at 11 o'clock this morning, and I get to do a couple weather hits during the TVL, so come by and see us. And then at noon, I don't even know who's working today. I think Matthew?
I believe so.
I think Matthew, because Gina's on vacation, well-deserved vacation. Bless her heart. I hope she's having a good time. But Matthew will be in for the noon show today. And it's like weekend crew unite. It was me and Claudia and Matthew this morning, and we usually work Saturday and Sunday mornings together. But today, this Wednesday, we confused everybody, and we were all here together, and we had a good time. It was a lot of fun. Made the morning go by really fast, which was great. But Matthew will be on at noon, and him and I will tag team the noon show, and we'll have the very latest. He'll update you on all the news stories, and I'll give an update on the weather, of course. So I'm back tomorrow morning after Brad Travis works tonight, and I'll fill in for Eric in the morning tomorrow. Brad's back Thursday, and then Eric and I mix up the schedule together on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we got you covered. Got you covered. Edward says, June 4th, the Food City on Governor's Drive opens, 7 a.m. Come join us. Edward, look at you plugging the Food City. Food City everywhere. Everybody at Food City. Isn't there another one that opened up too recently? Yeah, they're all over the place now. Coming at us. And Edward says, no, we're not done with tornado season. I kind of answered the question very softly, but a direct no from Edward. Yeah, I mean, technically we are. Like I always say this, is like I come from, I've worked in a lot of markets where I've worked where there was tornadoes before, but I grew up in a place that we didn't have tornadoes that often in Connecticut. So for me, like every month in the Tennessee Valley is a tornado season. Like you can have tornadoes any time of the year here. My first month I worked here, well, it was a month and a half in. It was January 6th, and there was a tornado we tracked in Lawrence County, and then another one popped over by Pisgah, and I was here, kind of by myself in the afternoon, and I called it Pisgah. Welcome to the Tennessee Valley, Jeff. It's Pisgah. You'll get it right eventually. Yeah, I try hard. All right, I got to go. Getting ready for the 11 o'clock. See you on air in a little bit. Everybody have a fantastic day. Maybe get outside and enjoy a day where it's not going to pour on you cats and dogs, and then just brace yourself for the rain for the end of the week before a fantastic weekend across the Tennessee Valley. Talk to you soon.